There may have been as many police as protesters outside the Polish parliament, but these demonstrators say they'll stay put until the government scraps a series of laws which, in their eyes, increase political influence over both courts and prosecutors.
We set up the tent city a few days ago because we want to express our displeasure with what is going on in the country and express support for the opposition.
On Tuesday night, several thousand people gathered in Warsaw to denounce the latest reforms as unconstitutional. This protest leader says tripartite separation of powers and the independence of the courts have been liquidated in Poland. There's voting going on which will lead to a situation where the Justice Minister nominates the Supreme Court's judges. Earlier, in a rowdy session in Parliament, the opposition proposed more than 1,000 amendments to the draft bill on the Supreme Court, whose tasks include validating elections.
As long as President Lech Kaczynski was around, you didn't dare raise your hand at the judiciary, because luckily there was someone around who understood what separation of powers is about.
That accusation prompted a furious response from the late president's brother, who heads the ruling Law and Justice Party.
I know you're afraid of truth, but do not wipe away your treacherous muzzles with my brother's name. You destroyed him, you murdered him, you are lowlife.
The Supreme Court draft law has now been referred to a special parliamentary commission, but that's not likely to placate critics within the European Union. One of the bloc's top officials says Brussels may open a new legal case against Poland next week and raise the possibility of a punishment procedure known as Article 7.
It should come as no surprise to anyone that given the latest developments, we are coming very close to triggering Article 7. Having said all this, our hand is still extended to the Polish authorities for dialogue. But dialogue must be aimed at redressing the situation.
If Article 7 is triggered, Poland could see its voting rights suspended in the Council of Ministers, the union's highest decision-making body. And while the Commission might struggle to get the necessary support from the other 27 member countries, particularly Hungary, such an intervention could send a strong message. Nadim, Al Jazeera.